Welcome in. I am Rob, bro. I am the host. You are the co-host. You can co-host today by commenting on the YouTube channel right down below. Comment who you think will move conferences in 2024. Not eventually, not the ACC, not in 2029. Who will move conferences next season? We're talking Colorado. We're talking Arizona. We're talking Oregon. We're talking Washington. These Pac-12 schools, maybe even Tulane, maybe San Diego State. Some of these schools that could make a quick transition. Who do you think? Comment down below. I'll tell you my thoughts as we move through this episode. We are brought to you by the people. If you're looking to advertise, you can email me at therobbroshow@gmail.com or just comment below. Hey, reach out to me. We'll get you going. You got the Lubbock Christian Eagle helmet back here. My meds. Probably should take those out of the frame. It's oh man. Let's take those out of the frame. There we go. Lubbock Christian Eagle helmet over here. Go Eagles. They are trying to win state in baseball maybe this weekend. I don't know. They probably already lost. We'll see. I need to check in on that. They had an opportunity. The old alma mater won the state championship in football, boys basketball, girls basketball. They were runner-ups in softball. And I think we're deep in the playoffs in baseball too. Pretty electric things happening over there with the old AM. Anyways, shout out to Lubbock Christian. I will say this. There could be some major shakeups beyond what we already know. Obviously, in 2024, Texas and Oklahoma, USC and UCLA will move to their new homes. Texas and Oklahoma to the SEC. Oregon, SC and UCLA to the Big Ten. Well, with yesterday's news or Sunday night's news that the Oregon and Washington teams have been vetted and cleared, to me, that means while there's a gap in the grant of rights and while the contract's ending, it's a really good opportunity for them to leave too. And maybe the Big Ten is waiting on the Big 12 to make the first move, but any of these Pac-12 schools could leave now. And we've seen lower tier schools be able to move and get out of grant of rights deals to go to better spots. So I think San Diego State could move immediately. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Tulane could move immediately. I don't think that's going to happen. I'd be very interested to see what happens in 2024 if the Pac-12 does indeed lose members. My personal thought is that Arizona and Colorado will be in the Big 12 in 2024-25. And I think Oregon and Washington will be in the Big 10 in 2024-25. It just makes too much sense, especially now at the ACC. These schools are going to say we're losing our spots. If somehow the Pac-12 sticks together for 4 more years and they just survive over there, and then the ACC, the Magnificent Seven, explode the conference, and the ACC absolutely wants to get in the SEC and the Big Ten, and then a few teams go to the Big 12 too. Where's Oregon's spot? They've lost it. They waited too long. You cannot do that. You have to capitalize. And it sounds crazy, but 2024 is the year you can capitalize. You can't wait any longer. You can't get in the next grant of rights. You can't sign the next deal that allegedly is happening but not happening. You have to make the move. And if that's Oregon and Washington going to the Big Ten, then I can guarantee Colorado and Arizona in the Big 12, they have also been vetted and cleared, I'm sure. Now, what about Arizona State and Utah? Utah would do well to go to the Big 12. I don't think they want to. Personally, I would rather have San Diego State to get all the way into the Pacific time zone. But it's not a must. I think with the ACC looming, just get two schools. Get Arizona, get Arizona State. Be the Big 12. I guess you're already the Big 12. Be the Big 14. Math is hard. But if you're the Big 12, if you could just add two schools, you'll be fine. I don't want to get too big if you're the conference. You certainly don't want to outpace the SEC. So adding four would even you up with them. The Big 10 is certainly bigger than you. So you can add to 16. But that leaves, I think, 4 spots because I don't think you want to get any bigger than 20. If the SEC, the Big 10, and the Big 12, though, get to 20, there's your league. 60 teams have a playoff. 12 teams out of 60. The whole year is a playoff. Big 12 plays Big 12. SEC plays SEC. Big 10 plays Big 10. 4 teams each go to the playoff. Or 2 automatics and at-larges from the rest. Whatever it is. And you've basically just split everyone back into leagues. But you've cut 4 from the Power 5. And that's Stanford, Utah, or whoever else. Oh, you've cut more than that because some of these ACC schools are going to be left out in that scenario. But Stanford, Oregon State, Washington State, they just wouldn't matter anymore. And in some ways, people are like, oh, well, that's bad. Because they mattered before and now they don't. Well, should have come to the bigger conferences when you could have. But the specific landscape in 2024, I think, will be in next year's football. Not this coming year, but the year after. I think Arizona and Arizona State have a good chance to be in the Big 12. I think Colorado has a good chance to be in the Big 12. I do not know who the 4th team would be that they would add. Whether that's Utah or San Diego State, hell, even Tulane. I think the SEC will get Texas and Oklahoma, and that will be it. That's already been discussed. And I do think 4 teams will join the Big 10 at the same time. I think UCLA, Washington, USC, and Oregon will all be in the Big 12 in 2024. Big 10. I do. I think that it will move that quickly this time around because the Pac-12, when people talk about it moving quickly, it's been moving for 2 years. The Big 12 stuff has been moving for 2 years. The ACC stuff has been moving for 48 hours. The Big 10 stuff has been moving for a year. So I do think that these Pac-12 schools could move in a year. And it could be announced as early as next month. All right, that was my show. Comment down below who you want where. If you want an ACC school in the Big 12, tell me who. If you're begging for a Pac-12 school, tell me who. Is there someone you do not want in the Big 12? Comment that as well. You do it below on the YouTube comment section. Also, smash that like button. Hit subscribe. Appreciate you guys coming in. And ladies, people, whatever. I've been Rob Bro. I'll be Rob Bro. We'll see you next time.